Yeah, we showed up tonight, and I thought it was a big moment for us. We ended up coming out on attack. We were on a mission tonight, and we set the tone early, and we kind of came out with a little energy, and that was the difference between yesterday and today. And today we had something to hold. We lose and we were done. So I think we were ready to just come out and fire, and just hopefully we continue to do that.
Right, can you kind of describe what the feeling was like last night and then waiting all day today to play tonight?
I mean, yeah, last night wasn't fun, obviously, but with baseball, you got chances to play almost every day. So as soon as we woke up this morning, I think a lot of the guys did really good, just flushing it and realizing we had a job to do today, and that's what worked for us.
Hey, Greg, do you have any desire to pitch yesterday? Was that even a possibility, or was this kind of the plan for you today?
No, I mean, the plan was Wednesday, and that was fine with me, I think.
How are you feeling at this point? Coach Gold talked about just how much more of a workload you've had this year from last year. How are you feeling physically at this point?
Yeah, I feel fresh. We do a pretty good job at Nebraska, taking care of student athletes. So I've done pretty good with keeping my diet good, keeping my strength and conditioning good. So I feel fresh still.
The case mentioned the attack mode that the hitters took on offense. It looked like you were in attack mode as well with those Purdue hitters. Would you agree with that? Is that your approach?
Yeah, I mean, after the second, I didn't really have much. Sent a change up to the backstop, and then a curveball was about as high as you can throw one, and then I was pretty much just working fastball slider, and the slider wasn't great, so I was just kind of trying to attack with the fastball, out, in, and up, and give us a chance, and it worked out pretty well for us.
Did you find some of those other pitches then as you went along, or did you operate most of them?
No, I mean, I think I threw 3 changeups and 1 curveball, and then a slider just to show me here and there. Yeah, it just was pretty much fastball. It's probably some of the worst stuff I've had all year.
Case, what happened to your eye?
Oh, well, it was Sunday. Me and Dylan, Carey, we're taking a BP, and I was feeding the machine, and ball came back, ricocheted off the machine, and hit my eye. So, yeah, a little fluke deal. So,
How did you guys kill time today?
we just came out and ate whatever. Kind of just depend on what we were doing. If guys had family, they'd go hang with family, or you just sit around, just do whatever, just burn time.
Case, I don't know if you really know Gabe long, but what was the feeling in the dugout when he worked that 12-pitch at bat, and what was kind of been the feeling this week as you see a guy who's been on the bench a lot of the year start to try to start to hit his stride?
No, it really boosted the energy, that's for sure, and it helped. It kind of motivated us, seeing a guy that he hasn't been playing much at all this year, and just seeing that fire in him and go out there and start the inning with a 12-pitch at bat and ended up walking, and it was good to see, and it really sparked the inning, that's for sure, and it got the guys to realize, let's do this thing, and kind of just push it on. So.
To what do you attribute your month of May? I think you're close to 500 this month. Is it an adjustment of any kind, or what's been working well?
I think it's just just staying consistent each and every day. Some days like yesterday I had a bad day. You just gotta learn to flush it and move on from that. And I think that's been a big part of what my success this year is. I've been able to move on from it and just stay present in the moment.
Final questions for the student athletes? Thanks, guys. Awesome.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, the bus is still out there.
Coach, if you want to start with an opening statement, otherwise we'll
Nope.
move forward to questions.
These guys know I don't do opening statements.
How'd you feel like Gabe hit against left-handed pitching tonight?
Thought he did well. Yeah.
What's kind of been his key to his stride over the last couple of weeks?
I think just like anybody, just more confidence leads to more convicted swings. Seeing a lot more of the swings that he took last year, and just being on the barrel more because of that too. I just think he's more confident. He's probably gotten to the point of the season's like my numbers are my numbers. You stop worrying about that kind of stuff, and just start thinking about, helping the team win. And so he's been great.
What's that mean just for him personally? I know it's not the season that he's wanted to contribute in a moment like this tonight.
Yeah, it's why we've continued to just give him opportunities because he has a lot of talent. He is a great kid and a great teammate, and he works hard. So you like to give those guys opportunities, and I trust every guy on my roster. So sometimes the hunches work out, sometimes they don't. But I'm just happy for him because I think he put a lot of pressure on himself maybe earlier in the season. That was. He didn't need to, but it's tough. You're a young student athlete, and I've been there at times as well. So it's just I'm proud of him, and I just tonight I thought his at bat with the 3-2 count, the 12 pitch at bat, and seeing him get fired up just to contribute, just to help the team, with a walk. I thought that kind of embodied the mindset that we had tonight, and honestly, the mindset we've had for most of this year.
You guys, you demonstrated your resiliency so many times. What have you learned about how those guys handle that? Do you leave them alone because they know how to do it? Do you say something? What goes into that bounce?
Yeah, I think you just each situation may be a little bit different. You've had some losses where you get left on the field, and you had some that you maybe blew a lead. You had some where you didn't feel like you played real well. There hadn't been a whole lot of losses where I feel like we didn't play well. One of them was last night. So we challenged them a little bit last night to show up with the right mindset to win. And you're not always going to win when you do that, but you have no shot if you don't. So it's just kind of a work in progress. I mean, you just kind of have to have a feel for the guys and what they need at that particular time. And this time of year, they've heard a very consistent message from the coaching staff. I mean, the talks that I give them before each game are very, very similar. It's the time of year where the players have to lead from the front. I mean, they've got to lead on the field. They've got to lead with their words. They've got to lead with their actions, and holding each other to a pretty high standard to try to win a championship. And so that's what I've encouraged them to do as well, especially this time of year. That's where it really matters.
Say about that pitching performances for both, your starter series, obviously the pitcher of the year, but then also
Right.
for Chris, get a day off coming from a pretty fresh staff, and that's so important in a tournament.
Yeah, and obviously we would have hoped that Sears' first start of the tournament would have been on full rest tomorrow. It didn't work out that way, but I am glad we gave him that extra day, to be able to give us that type of performance. I think he probably wanted to stay in the game at 99 pitches. He's like, well, I'm going to have 9 days off before my next start. But we felt like it was the right move to get him out of the game there, and he was great. I mean, the 2-out home run, they put a good swing on. The bases loaded situation, he did what he's done all year long. He made pitches when he needed to, got the ground ball out, and allowed us to score. And that's what Brett does. He allows the offense to get in a rhythm because his innings are typically so fast. He works fast. He pounds the zone. He was great. Great to see Christo kind of have a bounce back outing. He had a great outing against Indiana. And didn't probably pitch the way he wanted to, against Michigan State, but really bounced back and stuff was crisp again. And velo looked like it was up a tick, and the slider was good. And Purdue's got a really good hitting lineup, so to hold them to 2 for 30 on the day, pretty impressive job by those two guys.
How big was it just to basically have there not be any drop off from Sears to Christo, especially when you guys had a couple of chances in the middle innings to
Right.
extend the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was big that he got the leadoff hitters out. I mean, he was able to stay in the windup, and he was pounding the zone. I mean, it was huge. We went kind of back and forth on who the next move was going to be behind him. Coach Childress is pretty, adamant that Drew was going to be a good matchup, and he just had the fastball command going and the slider. When he's going good, the fastball and the slider look exactly the same out of the hand, and it's really tough to pick up. And they had a lot of right-handed hitters in there too, and he's tough to hit.
Sears said he thought he had some of his worst stuff of the spring.
I would agree.
Did you see
Yeah.
that? And what does that say about him? Do you think he'll be that effective?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I didn't think he had. I don't know what his best bullet was tonight, maybe 92, 93. Usually you see some 4s and 5s in there with him. I didn't think the breaking ball was particularly sharp. He didn't feel like he had great feel of it. He threw some good changeups in there. So again, it just goes to show he can manage the game. I mean, and commanding the fastball, it's still the best pitch in the game is well executed fastball, whether it be in, out, up, or down. He could do all four quadrants that way. And again, I don't know that if he had his worst stuff of the year today, I'm just throwing him yesterday would not have been a good idea.
How do you guys spend the next day or so? Do you stay up late or do you go back?
No, we'll be here. We'll practice. Sounds like we maybe got a practice lined up at UNO tomorrow, and we'll just move around and maybe find something else to do in the evening.
Go to McConaughey on Friday.
Yeah, McConaughey will be next. Yep.
But considering the message going forward, I mean, you guys handled the pressure today.
Sure.
Keep that momentum going while also making sure they stay collectively.
Yeah. Our guys are better when they're not calm and collected. To be honest with you, when they're riled up and they embrace the intensity that it takes to win, they're very, very good. So, we kind of want them to be just that ride that fine line that way. And again, the thing we have to do is we've got to earn it every day. And you get one hiccup in each tournament in the postseason. We've already had one. If we want to continue to make a move in this tournament, have a chance to win a championship, you have to earn it every day. And it sounds cliche, it sounds simple, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do in today's day and age when there's so many distractions and pulling guys in different directions. I'll say this: what our team has, I think, is pretty rare in terms of the resolve and the toughness. Are we perfect? No. I've said it time and time again. There's no perfect teams out there, though. The expectations that we have in our circle are higher than anybody else's could possibly have for us. So just keep showing up and competing and fighting. I'll be proud of them if they do that.
Final question for Coach. Thank you.
Yep. Sorry, I thought that somebody left their phone here.
So that's me.
Okay.